Google Analytics overwhelms most people for one simple reason. They open it and they see so much. Charts, graphs, menus, numbers are everywhere. And the immediate reaction is, I don't know what I'm looking at. Trust me, it's not your fault. Today, we're talking about how to use Google Analytics without getting overwhelmed. Hey everybody, Joe Barker here with AmeriLife Marketing Mentors. Google Analytics is powerful, but it's not designed to teach you what matters. It assumes you already know what matters. The key to using Google Analytics without feeling overwhelmed is this: you do not need all that data. You need small sets of answers. Google Analytics should help you make decisions, not create anxiety. Let's reset how to think about it. Google Analytics is not a reporting tool. It's a behavior tool. It tells you how people move, pause, and act on your site. If you approach it looking for answers instead of numbers, everything becomes simpler. Here's the most important mindset shift. You're not trying to understand everything. You're trying to understand patterns. One day of data, it doesn't matter. One spike doesn't matter. Trends matter. Now let's simplify what you're actually looking at. You only need to focus on a few core areas. The first is traffic direction. You don't need to know every source in detail. You need to know whether that traffic in general is increasing, flat, or declining. Is more attention coming in over time or less? That tells you whether awareness is growing or shrinking. The second area is where traffic comes from. Not every source, just the main ones. Is it organic search, email, social, or direct? You're not asking which one is best. You're asking which ones are active. If a channel you're working on shows no movement, that's a signal to you. The third area is behavior on the site. This is where most people panic, but it doesn't need to be complicated. Ask simple questions. Are people staying on the site or leaving quickly? Are they visiting more than one page? Are they reaching those key pages? You don't need perfect engagement. You need relevant improvement. If behavior improves after changes, you're moving in the right direction. The fourth area is conversions or key actions. This does not need to be complex. A conversion can be a form submission, a button click, or a key page view. You're not trying to track everything. You're trying to track what matters most. Now let's talk about what not to do. Do not open Google Analytics every single day. Daily data creates emotional reactions. Weekly tracking is what shows patterns. Monthly reviews show direction. Do not chase every vanity metric. Page views alone don't mean success. Sessions alone don't mean progress. Data without context is just noise. Another common mistake is clicking everywhere. People open analytics and start jumping from report to report. That creates overwhelm fast. Instead, decide what questions you want answered before you ever even open it. Questions like, is traffic growing? What channels are active? Are people engaging more or less? Are key actions increasing? If a report doesn't help answer those questions, you don't need it. Now let's make it practical. Here's a simple way to use Google Analytics without stress. Once per week, spend 10 minutes. Look at the overall traffic direction. Look at the top traffic sources and look at one key behavior metric. Look at one key action. That's it. Once per month. Spend a little bit more time. Compare this month over last month. Look for patterns, not perfection. Ask what improved, what declined, what stayed the same, then decide on an adjustment to make. Analytics should inform an action, not overwhelm you. Here's another important point. Google Analytics does not tell you why something happened. It tells you that something happened. Your job is the interpretation of it. If traffic dropped, ask why. If engagement increased, ask what changed. Use analytics as feedback, not judgment. One more thing to help reduce the overwhelm. Create a short list of metrics you care about. Write them down. For example, overall traffic, organic traffic, email traffic, one engagement indicator, one conversion action. When you open analytics, look only for those. Ignore everything else. You can always go deeper later. You don't need to start there. Google Analytics becomes manageable when you stop trying to master it. You don't need to master it. You need clarity. When used correctly, Google Analytics gives you confidence. Confidence in what's working, what's not working, and what needs attention. And really, it's confidence in what you need to focus on next. That's what good marketing and data should do. It should help you make the decisions easier, not harder. Until next time, I'm Joe Barker, and remember, the fortune's in the follow-through. Have a great day.